Part 5. The Last Bet. Ethan never saw it coming. All the betrayals, all the wins, all the blood. It was all leading to this, a final choice, a decision that would haunt him forever. And in the end, nobody really wins. The gunshot. The pilot's gun was steady. Ethan knew what this was. A setup. And the only person who could have pulled it off? Lena. She had played him better than Tyler ever could, used his own ambition against him, and now she had everything, the money, the power, and his life in her hands. Ethan stayed calm. "Who paid you?" he asked. The pilot smiled. "You already know." And then, bang, dead or alive. The bullet wasn't meant for him. It tore through the co-pilot. Blood splattered the cockpit. The pilot, Lena's hitman, was now fighting for control of the jet. Ethan moved, fast, a struggle, a knife, a gunshot, and then silence. The pilot was dead, but the jet? It was in free fall, the final call. Ethan barely made it to the radio. He had seconds to make a decision. He could radio for help, or he could let it all burn. His money was already gone, his enemies were still hunting him, and Lena? She was waiting for him to die. But before he could decide, his phone buzzed. A blocked number. He answered and heard her voice. "I told you, Ethan, I always win." Silence. Then, another voice. A child, laughing in the background. Ethan froze. "Lena, who was that?" A pause. Then, click. The line went dead. The crash. Ethan's jet hit the ocean at 400 miles per hour. The wreckage was found 2 days later. No body, no signs of survival, just an empty, burning past and a question that would never be answered. Who was the child on the phone? And if Lena had truly won, what did she lose in return? The aftermath. For weeks, the media devoured the story. Tyler Graves, destroyed. Ethan Cross, vanished. The rise and fall of an empire built on deception. But behind the headlines, Lena was restless. She had everything, the money, the power, control of Ethan's stolen fortune. So why couldn't she sleep at night? Because every time her phone rang, she expected to hear his voice. The last message. A month later, an unmarked package arrived at Lena's office. No return address, no fingerprints. Inside, a single USB drive. She plugged it in. A video file, titled simply, "The Last Bet." She clicked play and froze. It was Ethan, alive. The final reveal. He was standing on a beach, dark sunglasses, a slight smirk. "If you're watching this, that means I'm already ahead of you. You played me, Lena. I respect it. But you made one mistake. You thought this was about money. It never was." The camera panned to a small child, building sandcastles, oblivious to the world. Lena's child, the one she had kept secret for years. Ethan smiled. "I win." The video cut to black. The legend of Ethan Cross. Lena never showed fear, never hesitated, never let anyone see her sweat. But after that day, she started looking over her shoulder. Every call, every deal, every shadow in the corner of her office. Because if Ethan was still alive, that meant the game wasn't over. The final question. Did Ethan really kidnap her child? Or was it just a bluff? Did Lena win? Or did she just trade one nightmare for another? That's the thing about monsters. They never really disappear. They just wait for their next move. End of story. Or is it? If you made it this far, drop a like and subscribe to Money Grit. Who really won? Ethan or Lena? Was the child even real? Or was it all part of the game? Comment below. What do you think? And remember, legends never die. Devil.